find a need. If you don't find it, create a need for the people.
God has given us.
He's spoiling our daily bread.
I always talk about is that when you look at adverts for alcoholic beverages,
So when we talk about family, one role remains and is the central part that we can't take away, and that is the role of a mother. She nurtures, she guides, she supports, and even in some families, she is the emotional and practical pillar of that family. In today's changing world where there's ups and downs, pressures, changes in lives, and evolving expectations, what does this role really look like in today's society? Joining me is Mrs. Anita Abba Okan Ajite. So allow me to read her profile, okay? She is a child advocate, parenting coach, and founder of Positive Parenting Ghana. She is also the CEO of Intrima Ministry and a proud mother of 3, passionate about raising emotionally healthy and purpose-driven children. Hello, Auntie Abba.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining me. But before we dive deeper into the conversation, I'll definitely ask you about the raising emotionally healthy and purpose-driven children.
Yes.
But before that, who is a mother?
Who is a mother? Very good question here. Thank you for this opportunity.
Welcome.
A mother is a very strong, responsible person that the family needs. It goes beyond childbirth.
Okay.
And unfortunately, we have a society that put pressure on women to give birth. And when they do give birth, they don't really seem to know what to do about it. And so they ride with just almost anything that comes with them, especially with the way they were parented before and all that. But it goes beyond that.
Okay.
A mother is the heartbeat of the home. A mother is supposed to be a safe place for the children and for the family. A mother, you see, the Bible says that train up a child in the way they should go. And it did not say the way we think they should go.
Okay.
And so then it means that there's a way that we need to, there's a way that is required that they go. Because I believe that God took into consideration that we all come from a place, and sometimes our culture, upbringing, and everything comes to form a negative pattern. And so there's a need to really identify your role in today's modern motherhood. All right? Because now, as a mother, you are required to provide financially. Gone are the days that our parents were at home and they were just supposed to knit and clean, cook. It has gone beyond that now. Now mothers are going out there. Some even earn more than men.
Yes.
And you have to find a way to balance all that with domestic activity and keeping the home safe. All right. And so a lot is required as a mother. All right. And there's a lot of pressure on mothers. And so if the Bible also says that we should acquire in all our getting, we should get knowledge, then we cannot parent by chance. We need to learn to be intentional when we are parenting. Because, you have children that are so different from each other. You have personalities that comes along to play a role. You have to identify their personalities. You have to identify your parenting style. What is right? We have different varieties of parenting styles. And then you should just get the knowledge behind it. Our parents did their best for us. but they didn't know a lot of the things that we are required to know now.
Yeah.
Because the children of nowadays, if you're using the way your parents had to do it with us, you won't survive the parenting, especially when you have to go out there and still provide for the home. And so the home must have a structure, a system. And you as a mother must know how to navigate through all this. Okay. I was talking, if you can permit me to say a little bit about the parenting style.
Please
Majority of our old-time parents used to, their style of parenting was the authoritarian. We have the 4 types of parenting style.
Okay.
And their style was more on the authoritarian style, which is the strict, obedient, you can't say when I say.
Yes.
And it had a way of stealing our self-esteem.
Do as I say.
Do as I say. You can't complain. Whatever is in your head must remain in your head. Now our children are acquiring more knowledge.
Yes.
So you have to meet them no, you don't even have to meet them. You have to be ahead of them, one step ahead of them, so that you can be their safe place. You have to take away your trauma, the wounds that you have. You know, people are wounded. Our childhood lives within us. And children are made to, whatever you felt in your childhood, most likely you remember today, especially the negative ones.
Exactly.
Okay, so then it means that as a mother, you should be able to repair yourself, because you cannot give what you don't have. You can't pour from an empty cup, you see. So there's a lot that is required of us as a mother. All right, and so it means that you should identify your parenting style, get to even know what your parents, the style of parenting that they were also involved in, so that you don't, they were your familiar place.
All right.
And so if you don't learn what was right and what didn't help you, you most likely repeat the patterns of your parents. And so you have to do all that, and you cannot take learning out of it, acquiring knowledge out of it. And so it's mandated as a mother to learn the principles, the dynamics of parenting, so that you can give out your best. Because certain kind of mistakes, when you make them, you cannot repair them. Like I said, how you make your child feels is very key. Today, I remember how my guardian made me feel. You know, if we have to talk about traumas, a lot of mothers are wounded out there, and they are not even aware they are wounded. And so the mother being the heartbeat of the home, it means that your children carry the little bit of your heart out there. And so if you are full of toxic, you are giving toxic out. If you are full of whatever it's in you is what you are giving out. You know, when a mother is happy, the home is happy. When the mother is sad, the home is sad. In fact, I have a 20-year-old daughter who would call, and anytime you're talking, she would be like, she's just trying to censor what the feeling is for me. So they are able to identify how you feel. So sometimes, Mommy, are you okay? I'm like, we are talking. Even when I'm sending her a message, she's like, are you okay? And she's able to identify that at this point, if Mommy is under pressure, or at this point, Mommy is not fine. And I'm like, how would you know? They actually know much more than we think. You see, so you need to be okay for them, because they are dependent on your source of happiness, your source of joy, to make theirs also. And so there's no place or room. Being a mother is bigger than we think. And so I believe also that in our generation to come, I wish they would study on parenting before they even get there, so that they will avoid certain kind of mistakes. You see, so I don't want to get too say too much of this.
I'm learning a lot. I don't
you.
even want you to digress because you were talking about the types of parenting.
Yes.
And you mentioned 4, but you've given us one.
Yes.
So I'm also marking it down.
Good.
In my notes.
Good.
So it's you're owing me 3 more.
All right, sure. So we have the authoritative.
Okay.
We have the permissive, and we have the uninvolved.
All right.
So like their name sounds. The authoritative is what we are all looking at. It's a positive parenting strategy.
Okay.
That we all must acquire. It's a requirement because positive parenting or authoritative parenting, it's not a gentle. People mistaking authoritative parenting to be gentle parents, but it's not.
Okay.
I don't believe in gentle parenting. Gentle parenting is more to do with permissive, being permissive, because we were brought up in the authoritarian style.
Yeah.
We always want to, overprotect our children, overdo for our children. We allow them no boundaries, no limits. They do whatever they want, whatever they need. We just give it to them, and we raise entitled children through that. Okay. So permissive parenting style will most likely raise entitled children.
No.
All right. So we have to check that. And then we have the authoritative parenting, the positive parenting. Yeah. That is firm.
Okay.
They are passionate, but they are teaching, they are modeling. Okay. You're supposed to live by example. Okay. You don't just say. You know, in our olden days, we were not taught why we have to even use our left. We can't use our left hand
to greet.
Or
even give anything to someone.
Exactly. We were not taught.
Yes.
We were strictly punished for even mistakes. And today, as a mother, you should identify what is a mistake, what is misbehavior. Okay. Because sometimes the child is not misbehaving. Let me tell you one thing about my childhood in this situation. I was raised by my uncle's wife. Okay. And she was an epitome of beauty to me. And so my experience with her, I wanted to be like her. I wanted to be as beautiful as she was. And I was a child. So anything she tries to do, I try to emulate. I try to copy. And so there was a time she was in a wrapper. Okay. So I quickly went to change and also found myself in the wrapper. So she came, she's a bitter woman, so she just started raining insults on me. Meanwhile, as a child, in my heart, I was actually copying you. I thought that is going to even make you happy. But I ended up getting the strokes of my life. And so when I said, I'm trying to copy you, mommy, that was the worst thing I had to say that day. And I was beaten for copying the rap. I wasn't supposed to even rap, you see. So children are mistaken. Like, the parents don't get to understand children. We must involve them. Why do they do what they do? So that you get the understanding behind it. Because most likely they are not misbehaving. Most likely they might be genuinely doing something that is positive that you might not know. Yeah. All right. So there's a difference between misbehavior and mistakes. Mistakes are when children spilled they spilled maybe water on the floor. It's a mistake, probably, you see. But misbehavior is intentional. Yeah. Mistakes is unintentional. So you can't punish a child for spilling water on the floor mistakenly. Some do it with the intention to be mischievous. That is when you have to identify and correct. Wow. Okay, so we need to always get the dynamics. Positive parenting would help, like the authoritative parenting, which is positive parenting, will help you identify all these dynamics so that you don't make a mistake with your child. Okay. Because remember that whatever they feel what you make, children will remember what you made them feel.
Okay.
They won't remember the shoes you bought for them and all that. They will remember the culture you built in the house, the memories, the good times and the bad time. And so as much as possible, you must be intentional to make more good memories with the family so that it stays with them, and then they can pass a healthy pattern onto their generation as well. And so I think that's the second authoritative.
Yes, please.
Permissive, I have already explained.
That you are not in support of.
No, it's a red flag.
Okay.
And most of the time, our modern day parents, because they are not available, they want to give so much to their children. They are giving them screen times overly. They can be on the screen for a long time. And if you are not teaching them the right thing, the world is going to do that for you. And most likely, they are not going to be fair with your children. So you need to be out of the permissive parenting style. Okay. The uninvolved is a total red flag. Uninvolved means that you are emotionally not available. In fact, you are not there physically, emotionally. Like you are not just available. You are not just there. So exactly. You see. So that one, we need to check all that and try to push towards the authoritative parenting style. Which is the healthiest one.
All right. Yes. Thank you. So don't go anywhere. We're going for a quick break. We'll be back.
To find encouragement, be a part of a faith community, get prayer, grow in your faith, watch inspiring videos, and watch Christian TV anytime and anywhere for free. The Sunny TV GH app on iOS and Android, a great place to belong, grow, connect, go. Free Christian radio and TV in the palm of your hand.
So welcome back. We are discussing mothers, okay? We are talking about mothers in this time. Being with me here in the studio is Mrs. Anita Abba Okan Ajiti. And she already talked about 4 styles of parenting, where we have the authoritarian, we have the authoritative, the permissive, and the
uninvolved
parenting style. That one is a total red flag, and we don't want to be there. So, Auntie, but when you were talking, you mentioned the authoritarian style where mothers especially, are already traumatized from their childhood. How important is healing when it comes to parenting?
Healing is a key thing. Because if you don't even identify what your traumas are, you are most likely, you won't even know you have them to heal from.
Okay.
And I tell you, a lot of parents are working with serious wounds that they are busy giving out to their children. And it's key because, you see, I told you that. I was saying that if you are the heart of the home, it means that whatever you're giving is what stays. When mommy is happy, everyone is happy. And so if you're not intentional about your healing, you're going to mess up your family. And it's going to go a long way to destroy them too. Because then it becomes a pattern, a normal pattern. The shouting, overreaction. And this time round, your children, in fact, you should be the most safest place your children can have in these modern times. And so you can't afford to be wounded. So how do you identify them? How would you even know you have them?
Okay. I'd like you to touch on that.
Yes. How would you know?
A parent a mother that is going through is traumatized. Maybe she just flares up at the least thing. Your child just comes to you, you are flaring up all over the place, also traumatizing your child. How does that parent or mother identify that she needs to?
Okay, so you see, it's a very difficult and dicey thing. That sometimes when you watch something and you try, you see, I always say that children are humans too.
Yeah.
And so you need to know that how you feel, most likely they feel the same. If you overreact, if your husband, your spouse is reacting in a certain way, how do you feel? If you're embarrassing, our olden days, they feel like if they embarrass you or they talk about you in front of someone, that is when you will change.
Yes.
You will change for the wrong reason. You see?
Yes.
But you are wounded, you are traumatized. You wouldn't like to feel uncomfortable. And so you have to be very intentional and focus on how you feel when you are doing something that is not right.
Okay.
If someone is doing the same thing to you, how does it make you feel? If you are focused on that, you most likely know how to talk to your child. Your child is a human, like I said. So if you are calm in your submission, they will hear you.
Okay.
If you are shouting and roaring all over the place, you don't expect them to understand. And when they are not listening, you will still be the same person trying to, I have parents coming to me, my child doesn't listen, my child, and you see the labels on them, the labels on the children. You are stubborn. If you are speaking, death and life lies in the power of the tongue. And so if you are speaking, my daughter is stubborn. He's always there's no way that your daughter will always focus on it. She doesn't even know she has stepped into that. You have given her the mandate to be stubborn. All right. So I am a child advocate. Yeah. So if a parent come to me and tell me that my daughter is stubborn, I would ask you what the things you are doing. Most likely you are doing something that is making the child react like the way the child is reacting. Because she's human. Yeah. If you're overreacting all of that over the place, it's going to be a power struggle. Yeah. You should know when to discipline a child. Okay. A child of maybe 15-year-old, you can't discipline the child the way you discipline a 5-year-old child. All right. And so you must learn the dynamics. Okay. So like I said, the only way you can identify that you have a trauma is your reaction most of the time. Okay. It's always come with a trigger. You're always triggered by every little thing. Okay. I'm having a whole program I'm doing for parents between parents that have children between 0 to 5 years. Okay. It's an early year masterclass. All right. And I believe that when the early year masterclass, in it, there's going to be assessments. Okay. Okay. The assessment will ask the right questions that will make you identify where you stand. If you have a red flag on trauma, then we can provide a healing pathway. It's a whole process or system I'm building for parents. Okay. And if you're registering for the 3-month early year masterclass, you will get a 2 free weeks package of assessment. We'll do a whole free assessment for you to really get to know where you are, the kind of parenting style you are in. It's going to give you an automatic score. Okay. So you get to know where you are and how we can provide a healing pathway for you. Okay. Because I believe that 0 to 5 years is the foundation. And if parents get it right in that moment, the rest of their years, they would really enjoy their parenting. Okay. And so there's a lot. I wish I could say much, but...
So as you've touched on the masterclass, is it in person or online?
It's an online program.
Okay.
It's an online. So you register online. If you send me a message, I'll share the registration process with you. Okay. And then I could add you on to, it's a WhatsApp group that I'm actually not a social media person. Okay. And so I am more on WhatsApp. Okay. And then I do a lot of counseling for parents. Right. We are not there yet because a lot of parents, they think that they know it all. Who are you to tell me how to train my child? And so if they identify that parenting, like the way we go for marriage counseling, you cannot parent by chance. Okay. you will know that it's a mandated something you have to do for your family. You learn the dynamics of parenting. It's mandated. You must know. You must know.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking you, how much is it? How much is it going to cost?
Okay.
And also if you can give us your WhatsApp line.
All right. So we have every month it's 100 cedi.
Okay.
For a parent, and I'm hoping that we have fathers and mothers joining in. I already have some, registrations that I'm just about starting with them.
Okay.
But I would wish that we have mothers and fathers coming in, because sometimes what I identify is that a lot of mothers want to do the right thing, but fathers don't have the time to do it. So there's always going to be struggle, because you are not team parenting.
Okay.
You have acquired knowledge. You are coming from a background. I'm coming from a background. We all have to lay it down and then see what works for this home. You are now a new home that you have to build. What works for us?
All right.
Let's all learn and team up to have the dynamics together, so that majority of the divorces and problems we find is most likely because parents are not united in their home. Everyone feels right. Everyone wants to do it the way they were brought up to. So we have to learn to lay it all down and see which one worked best for us, so that we can work with it. Yes, so.
All right. So as a faith-based woman and as a parent, how important is spirituality, faith in raising up children in this generation?
In this generation. Hey, we need Christ more than we have ever had him, especially for our children. And if you want to raise a faith-filled child, it's important you lead with love. You must lead with love, because they can only know Jesus through your actions. And so you see, there is a lot I would wish to say about this topic. What the children hears, your home must be filled with the Spirit of God. When I was growing up, like I told you that I had so many issues. I was going through serious trauma. In fact, I brought it into my marriage.
Wow.
And at a point in time, I realized I need to learn. I need to, because I was making a lot of mistakes with my children.
Wow.
And so I needed to sit down and know what is not working. Identify my mistakes. But most of the time too, I had the inner discernment to fill the home with the Spirit of God in a way, the things they watch, the things they hear. And so in our home, we had my husband and I, we needed to make the sacrifice of the things that our children have to watch. Because if they are watching the right things, the world is not going to be fair, like I said. So when they go to school, they are full of the worldly stuff. And so when they come home and they know the difference, what they are watching is filled with the Spirit of God. The things they are watching, the kind of music they are hearing and everything is packed with the Spirit of God, is purposeful in the home. They'll feel so, it becomes unfamiliar with them when they go out there. I have an example. My daughter, my last baby girl, in the school, they were having a program and they were supposed to dance in like a worldly dance. She's a good dancer, but she opted out because she didn't feel right that she would go and dance such a dance. Because in our home, the kind of music we are listening to, and it's not just them, it is us too. We are setting the example of music that is required that we sing. We are setting the example of the things they have to hear. And so even when I'm in the kitchen and they are listening to music, I would always ask them, what is the message of the music? If they're able to say it, then we reason together. Okay. Do you think the message in the song is good enough for you as a spirit child, a godly, spirit-filled child? They would answer by themselves, and then they know the right things. And so if you are teaching them right, I believe if you are teaching them right with examples and the way you live in your home, I believe that is what they will take out there in this ever-changing world. Okay. That is what we need to do as parents.
Okay.
Yes.
So before we go, I want you to advise mothers.
Okay.
On what to do.
Okay.
In this time. And how to heal their wounds to that traumatized mother. And maybe in a quick line or two, how to raise emotional, stable children, purpose-driven children.
All right. Thank you so much. So I would first say, mothers, you are doing well. I mean, you have to do so much to take care of your home. And I think that you are not appreciated enough. But I want you to learn to, as a mother, to love yourself first.
Okay.
So that you can heal from within. You have gone through so much as a mother. There's no mother that had not gone through one trauma or the other. You need to learn to identify them. Okay. All right? Through your actions, you will know what is right for you. I am encouraging mothers out there to also try to learn parenting, the dynamics of parenting, so that it can help you build a stronger home. And when it comes to emotions, it's a key, it's a central thing. Your emotional stability builds everything around you. Okay. And so you have to find a healing. I don't know, I wish I could touch in more into that, but if there's a parent watching me that would like to go through a process like that, I'll be glad to have you join our early year masterclass so that we can take you through different kinds of healing and identify where you are now. Okay. And so I would encourage parents, please, let's learn, because our children are going to live much more than, they are going to be adults one day. And the things that we are teaching them is what they are going to become as an adult. Okay. And so please, let's help our children. Let's create a very strong emotional, strong homes that can help our children grow healthy. Okay. Yes, so thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining me today. Don't worry, this month we are dedicating it for mothers. Talk more, because we've not even scratched the surface of the conversation.
There's so much to say.
Unfortunately, this conversation was going through healing as a mother and all that. So we're now going to talk about how to take your time, raise emotional, stable children. Important. Okay, so don't go anywhere. We're going straight into our health corner. Stick and stay with me.